All right, y'all. Your boy is back in the gym finally. Unfortunately, they changed the gym completely. Like literally, I went in today. I was like, "What's going on?" They removed so much different stuff and replaced it with new stuff. So I have to figure out what I'm gonna do. But yeah, I did go back to the gym today and stuff like that because I've been banned for 2 weeks since I wasn't able to pay, the stuff. But anyways, that's not what this video is about. We have Soline's tiers for PRYDWEN. Now, I'm very excited to see what it's going to be, right? Because either this is going to be a video where if they do rank her high, mainly because of her cooldown reduction, a lot of you guys are going to switch up your opinions and say, well, she is useful, right? I think she's going to be like, I didn't actually try her out in PvP, so I cannot say in PvP whatsoever. In high deficit PvP or high deficit story, I mean, I didn't use her there either, but just based off her kit, I can assume she's going to be either S, A, or B, right? I'm leaning more to that A and S rank. I think cooldown reduction is a big thing, right? In low deficit, she has to be like A or S, because there's just no possible way. And then in bossing, again, from that ASB like range, I feel like. So let's take a look and see what we got going on here. She's not here. I was told she was here. Oh, she is. Okay. Oh, okay. So she's S rank in a low deficit story. Okay. So, okay. In high deficit story, she's S rank. Okay. In bossing, S rank. PvP, B rank. Okay. So remember, I want to remind you guys, a lot of you guys in my comments, I expect every single one of you guys to start changing your tune, because every single one of you guys in my comments for some reason was like, oh, she's useless, but then we still say D-Killer Wife is good. Okay, let me cook. Now obviously, SSSB is very good, right? It's not the best tier, right? It's not the triple S or double S, obviously, but SSSB is very good, right? Because Ada Wong is pretty good. She's SSS and then double S. Lamila's, pretty good. SSS and D, right? Noir SSS and A. You get what I'm saying? Like, if we're just going off of like, just like if we're doing an overall average, if you guys want to go that far, then we could do that. But SSS and B, honestly, it's understandable. I'm sorry. One, she has cooldown reduction, right? You should have known that cooldown reduction was more than enough for her to be in the A tier. Even if she had nothing else to offer, that was more than enough for her to be in the A tier. And then, if we're talking about her niche is healing and giving HP. More giving HP than healing, I would say. Right? Her niche is giving HP more than healing. Now, I know that doesn't seem like a lot to most people, but the best, you know what I'm saying? The strongest character in the game requires heal or HP. So that's already good there. Not to mention anybody in this game who heals or skills off of max HP for whatever they have going on, whether it's a shield with crown or whether it's healing from helm or whether it's, like I said, damage like Cinderella, this character helps them out. And this is what I was considering when people were sitting there calling me foolish for thinking that she was good. Now, obviously, I'm not saying oh, because she's good, you need to have her. I was saying like, no, you don't need to have her. But I was also saying, if you had this character, whenever you get her, whenever you pull her in the future or whatever, she's going to be a character that is going to be of value to you, right? She is a staple for the shotgun team, because shotgun team completely lacks cooldown reduction. Not to mention this character is a shotgun character herself, so if you put her on the shotgun team, she does damage. Not like obviously the highest number in the world, but because she's getting buff from Tove, she's doing damage. On top of cooldown reduction, on top of the support she has. If you put her on a tactical trio upgrade, she's buffing them up because of the max HP buff she gets or gives out, and then she gives them cooldown reduction. These are two major teams that desperately needed cooldown reduction. And I know tactical upgrade had D-Killer Wife, but it wasn't enough because I wasn't putting D-Killer on my D-Killer Wife on my team for the support she had. It was only for cooldown reduction and because she was fire. Soline, I'm putting her on the team because of the cooldown reduction, because she's actually buffing up the, you know, Emma and Yunhwa when it comes to like whether it's their healing or whatever else it could be, plus the cooldown reduction. I'm trying to tell you guys, bro. Right now, obviously, me, like I said, I don't really care what PRYDWEN ranks characters, but I know a lot of you guys love to change up your tune when they do. Right, so I'm expecting when I start seeing you guys saying, oh, she's good, I'm going to click on your channel and I'm going to go back to my other video, get to editing your comments. I'm telling you guys that right now, get to editing your comments, because I'm going to click on your name, go back to my other video and see what you said before. Trust and believe. Right, it's just so funny how it takes PRYDWEN to make a decent review for a character for you guys to, you know, say, oh, Zxous, I'm sorry. Nah, I'm not even that butthurt. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Anyway, let's take a look. So her pros and cons. Let's start off with her pros. Instant high value cooldown reduction that beats Rouge and D Killer Wife despite her lack of offensive buffs. There's more to this game than offensive buffs, but I understand what they're saying. This makes her better than them in test off burst cooldown reduction unless Rouge and D Killer Wife specialty takes effect. D Killer Wife for Pierce, snipers, and Rouge for max HP scalers, right? I understand that, but for me, I'm using them together. I think if I generally have a team where I could just fit another character on that last slot, I'll throw Soline on that if I'm running her with Rouge, right? But yeah, what they're saying here is fine, right? D Killer Wife for Pierce, snipers, Rouge for max HP scalers, and then you have this character as well for max HP scalers in a sense. I feel like I don't feel like she's better than Rouge, or I mean, I feel like she's better than D Killer Wife. I'm sorry, Pierce, snipers, come on now. Rouge I don't, because Rouge actually has like obviously the same thing, but she gives an attack damage buff as well. Right? Non-conditional cooldown reduction, which means when you cover with her the whole fight and still get the effect. Good for raids if blackout special QTE is annoying, or in campaign sometimes. True. Because hers is just you enter a full burst, right? Her cooldown reduction is like Little Mermaids in the sense of, like, Little Mermaids is when the full burst ends. Hers is when a full burst starts. It's a very good cooldown reduction. But people, they don't want to listen, but they will sit there and say, oh, but D Killer Wife. It don't even make sense. It don't even make sense. How can you say D Killer Wife is good for Pierce snipers? There's barely any of those in the game. I can only think of 2 that comes to mind, right? But then we're going to say Soline is a horrendous garbage character. I wasn't going to have it, y'all. But I didn't want to wait. I wanted to wait because I love when PRYDWEN does this and then people change up their tune. I love it. Anyways, provides healing if team HP falls too low. Now that I'm going to talk about that. Even if you don't use burst skill to replenish tickets, the minor HP heal may just be what you need to survive a run. I agree with that. Like, yeah, like when you fall below 50%, she is going to heal you up a decent, like not crazy, but enough to where you could survive an extra second, right? The thing is, like, I would say you would have to be at like 100% HP, or like around that 70 to 100% max HP, and fall below under 15 like that. Because if you're at 20% HP, right, and the enemy kills you, rather than you just drop to 15, they're just gonna kill you if you have that low HP, right? So I feel like that 15, like once you fall below 15 HP, it's only good if you already had a lot of HP beforehand. Because if you have like very low HP, like if I had 16% HP, but they do an attack that drops me below 50%, but it kills me because I have way too much, like way less HP, it's no longer going to be useful, right? But I guess that's for anybody in the game, so maybe that doesn't matter. Let's take a look. Decent burst healing, usable in PvP and during PvE emergencies. Ideally not used though. Yeah, that's what I said as well. I agree, right? It's still a pretty good heal, right? She's giving herself a max HP buff of 20% and then healing what, 30 or 40%? Like, come on now, people. Just press the button. It's an emergency heal. That's how I use Helm. Anyways, strong option for off-field or off-burst cooldown reduction in shotgun team due to personal damage, especially in water with what? Persons? I don't know that word. Am I stupid? I know that word, but I don't know how to read. I'm stupid. It's okay. In fire and wind, if we get a strong wind burst 3D unit, if we get a strong wind burst 3 unit, maybe I'm just going to assume. They forgot already, but yeah, we just got Liberalio. She was literally the last, but she's actually still out, I believe. You can actually still get her. I'm just trolling. Anyways, water's cooldown reduction is new. We don't count Doro or tea or milk treasure. Can break water QTEs in teams that don't have water. Very good. Yeah, I mean, I would never gonna count Dorothy as a water cooldown reduction character. Like, she has it, but like, it's just no way I was gonna rely on that. Come on now. Provides max HP with no healing, which may be useful for DPS who skill on max HP like Cinderella or 2B. Yes. Max HP buff increases the healing provided to the team since heals is based on Soline's final max HP. And they also raise her by 50%. They also raise her 15% threshold, again, which is what I've been saying. Does not need, like, okay, I'm gonna be honest, right? Like, this is why I don't, like, this is how I rank characters compared to a lot of other people. People would say Trina's a good character, but I don't think Trina good at all unless you use her with Scarlet. But because of that one fact that she is good with Scarlet, they rank her as if like she was good in the entire game. That's how I kind of rank every single character. I don't necessarily rank them based on how they are good. Like, you know what I'm saying? If there was one single character they drop, let's say they drop Avistar tomorrow, but Avistar made freaking Phantom the undeniable, like, clear as day best unit in the game. Guess what? I'm putting Avistar in Triple S for doing that one job. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, you don't rank characters overall. Well, you do, but you don't. It's so hard to explain. You guys get what I'm saying, though. Hopefully, with my analogy, you guys get what I'm trying to say. Does not need gear investment unless you use her as a DPS in the shotgun team. I think I will. She does way too much damage for free for me not to. Because I wanted to use the shotgun team for so long just because of Summer Dorothy. But literally, they had no cooldown reduction and not a decent one. This is a good one. A healer max HP cooldown reduction character is all I needed. I'll be there. Only skill 1 leveled up most of the time in skill 2 as per demand. Okay, may be relevant for PvP, especially in stall teams and against shotguns, and mostly possibly Scarlet, more of an attacking thing. I want to try Soline and Moran, because Moran has that effect where when she drops below 30 HP, she heals back up. So now with Moran having that effect, right, I think it's like 60, 40, then 20%, and then Soline's 250%. That's just going to be crazy to kill her, right? And that's what I'm assuming, at least. Unless you get to a point where they, you know, guarantee nuke you, but you get what I'm trying to say. The first water unit to have squad heal when killed Radical Raptors and Surface can be useful for elemental teams. This is the first time where they never wasted our time with like cringe jokes in their pros and cons. That's crazy. Anyways, let's take a look at their cons. 40-second burst cooldown means you are stuck in a 2-1-2 formation. Yeah, and what? Like, a 2-1-2 formation is not that bad, y'all. I'm not even being funny. A 2-1-2 formation is not that. It's 2 burst 1s, 1 burst 2, and 2 burst 3s. 9 times out of 10, that's what you're already running. What are we talking about? What? 9 times out of 10, that's what you're already running. Heck, most people nowadays are running freaking 1-2-2. They're running Monsters Trio with Naruto and then a burst 3. Like, I don't think that's that big of a deal, the 2-1-2. But the 40-second cooldown reduction, like the 40-second burst, sure. I understand that, right? But it's not like her burst skill is that good anyways for me to have that every burst rotation. Like, I could care less. Her burst skill is horrendous. I mean, it's not, but it's not like, oh my God, I would not care to have her healing every 20 seconds. I mean, maybe I would. I don't know. Skill 1 may need to be maxed to beat D Killer Wife and / Rouge in non-shotgun teams. Oh my God, building a character is now a con. Like, what are we talking about? Anyways, no practical offensive buff apart from max HP. Sure, that's sure. Max HP does not restore HP. Yeah, I guess. I mean, that could be a con, realistically. This one is so nitpick. This one is a nitpick. This one is actually, like, it's sure. Right? Because, like, what the hell? We're gonna con her because she doesn't have offensive buffs? There's more to this game than just offensive buffs, y'all. That's like me freaking conning every character for not having a shield, like freaking Crowd. That's what they did to freaking Naruto, by the way. I'm not even gonna have it, bro. Anyways, her main healing source is from her burst. But bursting with her is guaranteed damage loss for the team. Oh my God, okay. I hope they have that same comfort treasure helm. What is going on here, y'all? What's going on? You can get 1 ticket if you don't merge, which may not be enough if you're a new player since you need more heal than veterans who have high level dolls. Oh my god. Okay. They really thought about this one, right? But a lot of them are nitpicks, I ain't gonna lie. Tickets and first train discount can be dispelled. Be careful if you're using attacker units to tank in the P1, P5, and PvP. That's fair. Heal doesn't trigger if you get 1 shot from above 15%. Well, obviously. And that's not a con, that's just silly. That's such a nitpick. Like, that's such a nitpick. That's like me running a pros and cards for crown and then being like, well, her shield is useless if they do 2 hits on you and they 1-shot you again after. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's obvious. It was well too obvious. Come on now. You know what? I guess it's a con. We'll leave it. It doesn't matter. Bus burst 1? Bus. Yeah, y'all gotta fix this because that looks crazy. Burst skill, wait, what? Bust, oh, that's actually what they meant. Bust skill 1. That's true. Verily. Oh, but now they have freaking, they have these things. Okay, so verily is just the thing now. I'm glad that everybody in the community is doing that. Anyways, yeah, when it comes to Soline, like I said, I already knew she was gonna be good. Right? Right? When's the last time I did my showcase for her? Yeah, I put that skill right there 4 days ago. But to be fair, when I put that rank up there for her, it wasn't for like actual. I just made that thumbnail beforehand, right? I just always thought she was gonna be good because of the cooldown reduction. Like at minimum, she was gonna be A just because of cooldown reduction. Because I'm sorry, like you could sit there and say D Killer Wife is good. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying D Killer Wife is bad, but like if we're talking about pure snipers, who do we have in the game that's doing that? What, 1 and 2? Where is it? 1 and Red Hood, I guess. Cause and you, I guess, and Milk. Not Tronny. Oh my god, her ranking is atrocious. Good lord, Tronny, you might be one of the worst characters in the game. The helly? Haran used to be a triple S character, y'all. Bro, we might need some, and she's not gonna get nothing now. Anyways, let me end the video. What am I doing? It's your boy Zxous. Let me know what you guys think about Soline. What do you guys think? You guys agree with PRYDWEN? Do you guys agree with PRYDWEN? I want to see a lot of you guys change your tune, and I'm going to call you out. I'm not that petty. But I just find it funny. I will always find it funny when people say da 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 da, and then when PRYDWEN says da 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 da, people start to say da 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 da, right? Because how it looks is like, oh well, Zxous, you're wrong, but then PRYDWEN says what I say, and then Zxous, well, you're right. I love it, bro. I'm sorry, yo. When this stuff happens, I get that tech tone ego, bro. It's your boy Zxous. I love every single one of you guys. I'm out. Peace.